We're putting a very competitive NFL team on the field. You're going to be assured of that, and Joe and his coaching staff will get every ounce out of this group, and better days are ahead.
Smith over the middle, intercepted once again. This time it is Logan Ryan, and that will put an exclamation point on the second victory of the season for the New York.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Anthony, and welcome to another edition of BNA Sports Talk. And today I want to recap the Giants game. I had them losing 24-21. I thought this was a trap game. Now we're talking more about the Eagles game. I think this could be the ultimate game where the Giants get blown out, and we'll see. But the Giants have passed every single test with flying colors. You take a look at their last 4 weeks compared to their previous 5 weeks, and it's insane. I'm making a graphic for my BNA Sports Instagram, so definitely do check that out. I think it's going to be very interesting to see, as well as I have some other interesting things, so definitely do check that out. Getting into the rest of the video, Dave Gettleman said in the beginning of the year, we are going to field a competitive football team, and that's what he's done. Our point differential, I don't know the exact numbers, like minus 51 or something like that. So you divide that by the 9 games that we played. That's about 5.5 points. We're losing it's 5.5 point margin every single game. We're not blowing any team out. Now, why I think this, I've been kind of bouncing back and forth. I'm like, why can't we blow any team out? It's, I've always been the opinion that we have a talented roster, but the thing is, we play to win the game. We don't play to blow out. We don't play for a bunch of reasons. We play to win. That means we're going to play down to our competition. That also means we're going to play up to our competition. I said in the beginning of the year, we can challenge the Ravens this year. I think we have a solid, solidified defensive line. We have the physicality. And sometimes you don't play to blow things out. No, Jason Garrett's play calling, he plays to get, 10 yards in 3 plays. That's basically what it is. And when that happens, we don't play too well. But this game, if we take a look at the entirety of it, we dominated the run game. We dominated the time possession. We dominated the turnovers, and that's a recipe for success. That's what we need to do consistently to be a successful team. Those are the foundations. I said in the beginning of the year, we're going to be a better time of possession team now. I think we're like 20th or 21st in time of possession. That's because we've had a pretty tough schedule to begin with. We've gotten better. We've gotten better with the run game week after week after week. We have 4.5 yards per carry, 4.6 yards per carry so far this year. The first game, we had 20 carries for 29 yards. Take away that game and maybe the Bears game as well, and we're a top 5 rush offense. We're playing through the run. And as much as you want to criticize Jason Garrett about I listen to Fireside Giants. They're a good podcast, but the guy's like, you have to play aggressive every single week. Really? Tell the Patriots that when they played the Rams. What if you told the Patriots you have to play aggressive against the Rams on offense? No, they played a game where their defense controlled the ball. They stopped the Rams. And then on offense, they made those 1 or 2 plays. You have to have a different game plan for every single different team. And that's what we liked about the Giants. We said that they could bring a different game plan every single week because we have the coaching now. We like Patrick Graham. I hope that he doesn't get, traded to a different team. I hope he doesn't become a head coach for a different team. I hope he stays here and, solidifies himself, at least for another year or two. And then we'll find somebody else, hopefully. But, you have to play to your game plan. And a lot of people are like, oh, Jason Garrett doesn't take a lot of deep shots. Yes, because you have to have a risk assessment. Daniel Jones, he could throw an interception. He could. Now, I know you want to trust your quarterback, but you have to play that ball control. You have to play complementary on both sides. That's what we love about the Giants. Take a look at their special teams. They consistently put us in a position to succeed. Fumbles. We haven't had pump block this year, but that's waiting to come, Our kicking is good, and that sets up the incremental things, those tiny things to make our team successful. So the fact that, we're not playing aggressive every single week, name a team that plays aggressive every single week. The Kansas City Chiefs, some games they have Patrick Mahomes throw 25 times and they rely on the run game, and we've been praising the Chiefs for that. So the fact that the Giants aren't doing that all the time, it's all right. We still have we're a talented team. I've been saying that. I think we're around the halfway mark talented team. Take a look at the Bears. I think we're more talented than them. Take a look at the Lions. We're more talented than them. We're more talented than the Atlanta Falcons. And now that we're going to build a culture, we're starting to win games now. We beat Washington twice, but winning just feels really good. It just does. It just solves a bunch of things. Now you have eternal optimism, and now it's just like you want to chase that feeling again. And the key is this week against the Eagles. That's the key. We have to beat the Eagles. Obviously, we'll talk about more about that to end the week. But the Giants, we're starting to establish a culture. Andrew Thomas, Matt Parrott, these are the future of this team. If this offensive line works, if these two guys can be left tackle, right tackle, that's great because now you can go after the free agent targets, the sexy guys. And that's what we've been waiting for all along. Solidify one position on with draft picks. Now we could chase a cornerback. What if we draft a good cornerback now? All of a sudden, it's great. We had Sam Beal. We had DeAndre Baker. They opted out. Well, one guy opted out based on his own decisions, and the other one because of coronavirus. Let's just say that. And, so overall, the Giants are in a good spot. We've only been favored one game so far this year. Now, that could be a thing on Dave Gettleman because he hasn't put up a competitive roster, but it's also to say, that we're playing some tough teams here. And we've been exceeding expectations. The Giants are 6-3 against the spread, and we've consistently outperformed since really that Rams game. Even the 49ers game, we were competitive in that game too. People forget that, besides that Daniel Jones interception right before halftime, we were in that game. And then all of a sudden, they had 2 rush plays and they blew us out, but we were in that game as well. And another important note, the run games help quarterbacks, and especially the fast pass game as well. Andrew Thomas got beat on a couple of certain plays, but if you get the ball on 2.1 seconds, it doesn't matter because, Tom Brady makes all of his tackles look good because he gets the ball out really quick. It's going to make our tackles look better, gain them a little bit more confidence going down the stretch. And are we a run-first offense now? Is that what we're going to be? I think Jones is still learning. He's learning how to read things a little bit more, but taking a little bit of pressure off him, not asking him to throw it 100 times a game, is going to make our team successful. I mean, Lamar Jackson, take a look at it. His most successful games, when he throws 23 passes, he went 19 for 23, and he looks really good because he's not asked to make a lot of throws. He struggles with outside throws too. And so does Daniel Jones. He's had, I think, 3 or 4 interceptions and just trying to throw it outside. So Daniel Jones asked him to throw a little bit less. Now, speaking about doing the little things right, I talked a little earlier about that. Even the fumbling, even that play where the ball's bouncing all over the place, learn how to scoop and score. Tate Crowder, they practiced that 100 times in practice, And speaking about Tate Crowder, he hasn't been playing. Remember, he was such a bright spot on this team. Xavier McKinney, he's coming back after the bye. I heard good news about him. I think Jordan Renan tweeted out about it. I put it on the screen talking about how he's pretty assured to be coming out after the bye. And I think that as a team, we're kind of going in the right way. You had James Bradbury late in the game. It looked like he was complaining about some sort of, I don't know, he either wanted to play man coverage, let him play man. I don't care about Isaac Yiadom on the other side. I know he's kind of a weakness, but have a safety over the top to kind of shade him and protect him. Do a little bit more man on man. Because I think James Bradbury succeeds in those sort of things because he's a baller. Isaac Yiadom, again, doesn't have the most fluid hips. We have a bunch of talent coming back on this team. Now, again, Tate Crowder, Xavier McKinney. But we have decent amount of talent. Don't forget, Lorenzo Carter, O'Shane Ximines. As much as I want an elite edge guy, these guys are pretty good. It's fun. It's going to be fun to see how they develop. Lorenzo Carter's obviously out for the rest of the season, but O'Shane Ximines, let's see what you got towards the end of the season. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.